Mayor Court of Cobb County is now in session on the Mayor Staley clock presiding. Please be seated and turn off cell phones off.
I want to recognize from the District Attorney Vic Reynolds' office, Chuck Boren. This court finds particularly that the defendant, Justin Ross Harris, intentionally and unnecessarily, in a wanton manner, caused and inflicted upon the the victim, Cooper Harris, unnecessary and wanton, severe physical and mental pain and agony. Yes, and thank you. They fairly deliberated and discharged their duties and found the defendant guilty of what factually was a horrific experience for this 22-month-old child who had been placed in the trust of his father, and in violation and dereliction of duty to that child, if not love of that child, callously walked away and left that child in a hot car in June in Georgia in the summer to swelter and die. As to count one, the court imposes the sentence of, as to malice murder, with the jury having found the defendant guilty. Sentence of the court is life to serve in confinement without parole. As to count two, felony murder, guilty. It's vacated by law due to the conviction on count one. As to count three, felony murder, disposition by the jury of guilty. It is also vacated by law due to conviction on count one. As to count four, cruelty to children in the first degree, the jury having found the defendant guilty, the sentence of the court is 20 years to serve in confinement. This will be consecutive to count one, malice murder, life to serve in confinement without parole. Count five, cruelty to children in the second degree, the jury having found the defendant guilty, it will merge into count four as a matter of law. As to count six, criminal attempt to commit a felony, to wit, sexual exploitation of children, with a disposition by the jury of guilty, the court imposes a sentence of 10 years to serve in confinement, consecutive to counts 1 and 4. As to count 7, dissemination of harmful material to minors, with the jury having found the defendant guilty, the court imposes a sentence of 12 months to serve in confinement, consecutive to counts 1, 4, and 6. And as to count 8, dissemination of harmful material to minors, the jury having found the defendant guilty, the court imposes a sentence of 12 months to serve in confinement, consecutive to counts 1, 4, and 6, and 7. Take the defendant into custody.